welcome to my backyard. This is another part of our yard that we do not touch. My son calls it the mini jungle. We basically let nature do its own thing here, and I do a lot of bird watching in this area. For all our feeders to be truly squirrel proof, please make sure you provide the recommended 18-inch or 47-centimeter clearance on all sides. This way squirrels will have to apply their weight onto the feeder and will close the seed ports. For example, this hook doesn't work. Not 18 inches here and not 18 inches here. Let me show you other places. This setup also doesn't work. Even though we get the clearance from the bottom, we still do not get the 18 inches on the side. And here's one of the best ways to hang up your feeder, with an S-hook like this on a branch. This way you get the clearance from the top, you get the clearance from the bottom, and there is nothing on the side, and your birds have shelter all around. Remember, a few episodes ago, Dennis Strout from Florida told us that he was successful at scaring European starlings from using his screech owl box. Well, the screech owl has been using the box ever since. Dennis posts a lot of pictures on Instagram. His question for David is, when does egg laying occur after mating?
Hi, Dennis. Sounds like you're doing an amazing job with managing that active screech owl nest box built onto the side of your vinyl shed about 16 feet high. It'll be hard for predators to get to it. And your use of a microphone to scare away those starlings trying to take over the box is brilliant. You asked me when egg laying occurs after mating. Not so easy to answer, because like so many small birds, screech owls probably start copulating shortly after both birds are on the territory and keep on copulating well into egg laying and maybe even beyond. My guess is that for a southerly location like Tampa Bay, Florida, egg laying starts around mid to late March. But recent research has shown that screech owls are now laying 4.5 days earlier due to climate warming. And sometimes one sees late or early springs for other reasons. Also, experienced pairs might lay earlier than beginners. To pinpoint exactly when egg laying starts after copulations begin is almost impossible. As for the owlets fledging from that high box, they're very light birds, and they'll likely land safely on those neighbors' bushes, as you suggest. Keep up the great work.
If you find that you don't have a wide enough variety of birds in your backyard, you might want to consider moving to a more upscale neighborhood. A new study conducted in South Africa shows us that birds prefer nicer, fancier neighborhoods and will only move to a scruffier area if the nicer one is already overcrowded. Scientists believe that this is because the fancier areas tend to have more trees, more green spaces, birdhouses, bird feeders, water features, whereas the scruffier areas are nothing but concrete and asphalt. This study was conducted because Africa as a continent is one of the fastest urbanizing areas on the planet, and scientists want to see what kind of effect this urbanization is going to have on bird species. If you're thinking about a career change, or you want something else to do in your life and you're not sure which direction to go in, well, there's a young lady in China who just started a new business making diapers for birds. These diapers have proven to be so popular that she now has clients all over the world, and she's actually earning enough money to quit her day job as a nurse and now is working full-time making diapers. Well, funny enough, before we found this story, I had no idea that there was such a demand, but apparently she gets over 1,000 orders a month. Apparently diapers in the US sell for $30 to $50 a diaper, and they're not that well designed. Well, Zheng's diapers go for $2, and she's already made several modifications to improve them. Who knew? Earlier this spring, Wendy Anderson, an Australian living in the US, was shocked to find a kookaburra locked up in a cage in a local pet store. She took pictures of the birds and then shared them on social media, trying to save Thunder from life in captivity. Her story was picked up by a number of Australian media outlets, and the store was actually confronted. They said that they gotten the bird from a reputable bird breeder, and they were actually looking for a home for this kookaburra for $1,200. The media made so much noise that the Australian embassy got involved. They did their research and they confirmed that this bird did come from an official breeder and was never captured. The reason this story upsets so many people is because kookaburras are social birds. They need to live in groups. Well, since then, someone did buy the bird in Florida, and Thunder seems to be doing all right. Well, that was another tough contest. Birds and birdhouses. It was fun to see all the different birdhouses people have in their backyards. Now let's check out the top 5. And here's the 3rd place. And the 2nd place. And the grand prize winner. Congratulations, everybody. Next month is fledglings. Good luck, everyone. Goodbye for now. Please don't forget to ID your bird photos that you submit to our photo contest. Remember, there are still people out there who use them to learn how to ID birds. Until next time.